everyone. Welcome to day 9, which is my final day of April Agility. I'm going to end out just continuing to work on our lower body. This is going to be a little bit slower of a flow than the last couple of days, so I hope you enjoy. When you're ready, let's get into something comfortable and let's get going. Okay, so today we are going to start in a down dog again. So planting those hands, pressing into all 10 of the finger pads to take tension off the wrists, and tucking those toes to send the hips up and back. If you need a second to walk those heels, you can do so, or just send the heels back, melting the chest down. Maybe drop the chin from side to side if that feels good, giving the back of the neck a little love and movement here. And then on your next inhale, let's sweep that right foot up and back behind us, finding a nice big reach. Exhale, we're gonna come forward into a pigeon. So there's a couple different ways that you can do pigeon here, but today I want you to focus on getting that front shin as close to parallel with the front of the mat as possible. So square off the hips to the front. Chest is squared forward. Take a second on those fingertips. Send the chin up and back. Good, staying right here. Nice. Let's plant those palms down, tuck the left toes under, sweep the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, toes to the mat. Let's take it to the other side. Inhale, left leg sweeps up and back. Exhale, we're gonna find that pigeon on this side. Shin bone going as close to parallel to the front of the mat as possible. Coming up on those finger points, press the hips forward, square them off, and let your chin rise. And one more breath right here. And then when you're ready, plant the palms, tuck the right toes under, send the left leg up and back. Exhale, left toes to mat. Inhale, right leg reaches up. Exhale, returning to our pigeon. This time, seeing if we can sink a little bit deeper. So maybe you come up onto those fingertips if that feels like a great spot for you. Maybe you're someone who can tuck it down onto those elbows. If you've got a block or something of that sort, you can grab one of those and take them in. A pillow or a blanket under your chest or head is always another great option. But we're gonna stay right here. And remember that even if you are able to drop your chest all the way down to pigeon one day, the next day your body might need a little more space. So staying up a little bit higher is never a bad thing. One more breath right here. And then on your next inhale, we're gonna walk those palms back on up, tuck the left toes underneath, send the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, right toes to mat. And inhale, left leg reaches up and back. Exhale, finding that pigeon. So staying in our good form here. Hips are squared to the front. Maybe come up onto those fingertips if that feels good for you. Or if you've got the room, we slide it on down to those elbows. Like I mentioned in my last video, everybody's gonna have a side that's a little bit looser or a little bit tighter, and that's okay. Work with what you've got. Holding on here. You may already start to feel those hips begin to release. That's a good thing, but don't lean off to a side. Try to stay squared off to the front. Last breath. And then we're gonna walk back up onto those fingertips, tuck the right toes under, sweep the left leg up and back. Good, exhale, toes to mat. We've got one more each side, so inhale, rise the right leg up. Exhaling into your pigeon. Hi, Sush. And take your time here, set yourself up for success. We're gonna do 5 more breaths on each side. Wherever you are choosing to place your upper body is whatever feels good for you. There is no wrong here. Please don't dig in the plant. If you need to and you have a naughty cat like Sushi, you can hold them hostage. Two more nice big breaths right here. And then when you're ready, we're gonna start to work our way back on up. Tuck the left toes under, send the right leg up and back. And exhaling back to center. Inhale, left leg sweeps up. Exhale, take it into that pigeon. Work your way down. 5 breaths, right where we're at. Take your time, take those breaths as slow as you need to. Last 2 here, stay in it. And then as you're ready, walk on up to those fingerprints. But this time we're gonna come on to the hip and swing that right leg around. And we are going to come into a fire log position. So this is a pose that some people might need a little bit of assistance under the top knee. So if you have super tight hips, or you know that especially in a pose like Baddha Konasana, your knees are up really high, I would pause for a second and go grab a pillow, a blanket, just something that you can roll up and place underneath. So we're gonna start with the left leg, shin parallel to the front of the mat. And right foot stacking on top like so. So if you have some space here and you can't press it down, that's where you would place your prop. If you are someone where this is super uncomfortable even with a prop, slide the foot down to the inside of that knee. So we're gonna take a second here. I want you to gently press on that right knee, giving it a little extra help pushing down, whether it's into the prop or into the bottom foot. Inhale to sit up tall, roll the shoulders back. Inhale one more time, roll those shoulders up. Exhaling down. This time we're gonna inhale, rise the arms up and open. Exhale, forward fold over both of those legs. So if you are more like here for your fold, that's okay. If this is as far as you can get, that is also okay. Work with your body where it is at. Hello, troublemaker. Good, let's inhale, walk those fingertips back on up, and we're gonna take it over to the other side. So taking the right leg underneath, left leg on top. Take a second to adjust that prop if you need to. Go ahead and put a little bit of pressure down on the knee. If you're someone where it's already really close or touching that bottom foot, then you don't need to add a whole ton here. Even if you have a lot of space, only give as much pressure as feels good for you. We're gonna inhale, roll the shoulders up, sit up nice and tall. One more, inhale, shoulders to ears. And exhaling back. This time we inhale, both arms reach up and open. Exhale, find that forward fold. Just a few nice big breaths here. And then as you're ready, we're gonna walk those fingertips back up towards our body, and we're gonna work our way down onto our spines here. So swing those legs around if you were flip forward like me. Taking it on back to your spine, hug those knees up and into the chest, and give everything a little wiggle side to side. Some nice massage of that low back. And then we're gonna take our arms into cactus arms, so a 90-degree bend at the elbow, and take both knees over to the right. You can twist your chin over to the left for a little extra stretch. Just letting everything sink down here. And then we're gonna take both knees over to the other side. You can always spend longer in either of these poses or any of these poses if that feels good for you. Inhale to come back through center, and let's do a few big full body rocks. So grabbing right behind the knees, all the way back, all the way forward. And on your third or fourth, go ahead and rock on up to seated. And find any comfortable, easy seat that feels good for you today. We're gonna end with 3 nice big cleansing breaths. So sit up super tall, low abs engaged, shoulders rolled back, hands are coming to heart center. Inhale deeply and open your mouth to sigh it out. Good. Inhale even deeper and sigh it out. Last one. Inhale and sigh it out. Thank you all for joining me for my part of April Agility for the last week and a half. I wish you all the best during this quarantine time. Om Shanti, Om Peace, and Namaste.